Good morning. Yeah, boys don't have school today because everything is coated in ice. We had some freezing rain last night and it's all slippery. Yeah, nice. He's gonna fall. Nice. All right. Agronomy meetings. It is meeting season. We do a lot of this time of year, but I went to an in-person agronomy meeting yesterday, and today we start the online agronomy series with Golden Harvest here, so I'm going to sit here and listen to this for a while. Also, I've got 3 seed trucks coming today, so we're going to go clean up the seed warehouse and make sure we've got room for all of that. Okay, our agronomy meeting is over. Our seals should be here this afternoon. 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that, whenever the parts truck gets here from the John Deere dealer. I could run there and get them, but we'd get back at the same time if I went now, so it's not a big deal. I got to run down to the seed warehouse and get some stuff cleaned up and organized and out of the way. We have 3 seed trucks coming today. The first one should be here around 12:30, 1 o'clock. And there's a box of beans that needs to get sent back. I don't know if I talked about that when that box came or not, but I will show you what the deal is with that one. So we'll go down there and get that stuff taken care of. This ice is quite something here. Like, it's rough so you can walk on it pretty easily, but it was slippery enough that I was sliding on the stones here with my truck. Like, everything's locked together. Hopefully it melts off fairly soon. These truck drivers aren't going to have a lot of fun. Wonder if my door will even open. Okay. Well, we need to do some organizing and getting stuff out of the way. We got 3 truckloads of beans coming. We got to have somewhere to put them. So the big man lift might have to go outside. These boxes of beans need to go back in this row. Those boxes of beans need to go in this row. There's a couple more over there somewhere. Oh no, those ones are okay. We gotta get this insulation moved out of here, pick up our tools and stuff. We just kind of left it when we finished the ceiling the other day. So that's what we're gonna do here this morning for a few minutes. Look, you can see back to the wall in there. Okay, here's the deal. So we moved the boxes that were over there back into that row. I had moved them the other day so we could work on our ceiling, and they were out of the way, and now we're done with that, so they're back there. The beans that were in this row that I only had stacked 2 high are actually the variety that's in this row. I had put them over there just to keep this from sticking out so far, but I have a whole nother row of these beans, these 2922s, and that's what's supposed to go in this row. I've got 11 boxes of them coming today, but there's much more to come yet, and so I had allocated 2 rows for that. Here's the problem. Those 3 boxes sitting there also are this variety, these 3035s. And I found out just now I've got 10 more boxes of those coming today. So 10 boxes, well, if you figure that, would be another 3 spots. We're going to be out to here just with those 10 boxes, plus I've got those other 3. Oh, we're out of room. Like, this is my cutoff line. This line in the concrete, we can't come past that set in boxes. We just don't have room. So we're going to have to mix some rows together. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. But what we need to do is start delivering, treating, and getting some beans out of here. So we'll get to that. This box over here is actually the same as those 3. However, it was damaged when we got it. I don't know if I'll be able to show it real well here. But the slide gate under there, you can kind of see it's bent down a little bit. Right there. And it was leaking beans. And I kind of used a hammer and pounded it up and fixed it a little bit. But I let them know that, hey, this box is leaking beans. And while it's still probably got 99.5% of the beans in that box or more, the last thing I really want to do is put it on my trailer, deliver it to a customer while there are beans leaking out of it all over the trailer and then in their barn and everything else. And so they're actually going to take that one back and replace it. So that's why we got that one set off to the side. Now, where are we going to put all these beans? Okay, we're going to get this man lift out of here because it's in the way. And then we might need to start using that door instead of that door to unload. So we're going to try and clear stuff out of the way so that we can do that if necessary here. At some point here, I actually need to take my Christmas lights down that are along there and the star up there, but it's cold and windy and icy today. I don't want to do it today. Well, that'll work. We'll see what this place looks like at the end of today. Oh boy. It is February, and we are less than a month from starting to deliver and getting some stuff out of here. In fact, I was thinking about sorting through the corn. That row of boxes over there is all corn, all boxes of corn. And I can take all of our stuff down to the farm. I'm sure there's some paper bags in here that could be gotten out. I've got at least one customer that would be willing to take stuff now. So, yeah, we might start doing some of that actually sooner rather than later. It'd be nice for it to be at least not freezing outside, but hey, you take what you get, right? And then all of these are empty boxes that I probably don't need. We might keep a couple of them down here for the spring. Can always use one or two sometimes. But I think I'm going to take those down to the farm and store them down there too, just to give me a little more room to work in here. And I got another customer. So a few of you guys have asked, am I doing the warehousing for the other guy this year? Yeah, I am. I don't sell this much seed. Anyway, so we're ramping up to get ready to do that. But I do treat beans for a third party, another person, actually 2 or 3 other people. And one of them has a significant amount of beans, and so they ship their stuff directly to me. I treat them, then they come and pick them up from me. Another guy, he's only got maybe 2 trailer loads of beans for me to treat, so I'll go and pick them up from him, bring them back here and treat them. And then another guy just is not too far from here that doesn't have very many either. We'll bring those in on a trailer as well. But point being, the one that they do ship direct to me, I have to keep those separate from all the rest of the beans. So we will put those in the lean-to over here, which is fine, but we're going to have to get the trailer out of here. So they called me last week wanting to set those up. Probably be another 2 or 3 weeks before I see them. And we'll need to get the trailer out of there anyway, but it's going to be full. It's going to be clear full in here. That's all still ice coated. This is mostly ice coated, but that's what a little bit of salt does for you. It salted the path. Well, there's truck number 1. I just went in the house and grabbed something to eat. We'll get him unloaded. He's the one taking that that damaged box back. And by the time we're done with this guy, the next truck might be here. Well, we got our 11 boxes to go back into that row. And then we got 5 more of this variety. I think there's 5 more of them coming, plus the 3 we already had there. But yeah, that's going to get deep. So we're going to end up having to split a row or something. I just set them off to the side for right now. The row next to it here is a 3-3 bean, and I don't sell nearly as many of those. Yep, just like that. There's the next one. But wouldn't you know it, the first variety on the second truck is the one I've got back in there. I think I got enough room. There's only 4 of them, so we're trying to sneak them in there. Ooh, oh, we're not that close. Can we do it? Oh yeah, we'll get there. At least 2 of them. Well, I finished that second truck, and before I could get everything wrapped up and out of here, the third truck showed up, so that's good. And fortunately, most of his go in this bay here where we got some room. Does the view look different from here than it did 2 hours ago? That's 3 more truckloads of beans. So we got a bunch of that second row of varieties. We got a bunch of that row. I think we put 10 boxes in that row. We put 10 boxes in that row. We put 4 boxes in that row. We put 11 back there. We put 10 in the front here and 4 in the back over there and 5 in that row. So yeah, we added some seed in here today. I need to go look at the computer, see how much more we got to go. We're well over half of the beans. We do not have half of the corn yet. The corn is the first 3 rows there. So, but like I said, a bunch of those boxes are mine for our farm, so they can go out, and then we can get the rest of the corn in there. And I mean, we're over half the beans, probably pushing 3/4 now after today's stuff would be my guess, but I'll have to look. And we've got some room. I do know that row We don't have any more of those coming. In fact, we got those in, and then like the next day, all of those boxes were for one customer. The next day, he decided he didn't want them. And we kind of like, well, hold on, we've already got these. You have to take at least some of them. So I think he's going to take half of them, but the rest of them are kind of hanging out there like, oh, we'll see. Nobody else has ordered that variety. And I don't have anywhere to move them to. So they might be replant beans, double crop beans, dumped beans at the end of the year, whatever it is, but that's what the deal is with that one. So anyway, we're going back down to the farm. We should have our seals by now, hopefully, assuming they ran with the icy roads. Look at what we got. My seals, so we can work on that. And those pieces that I was waiting on from lights for, well, this one, where I broke those tabs. So they didn't send me the whole light, which is totally fine, but they did send me this plastic piece. Appears used, that's okay. We'll clean that up. And then this one that had this broken arm, they sent me the new arm, so we'll have to take that one apart and change it. Appears you have to get to them bolts from the inside. So we'll work on that stuff. I might work on the lights in here a little bit, but it's cold back there in the back, and I'm cold from being in the seed warehouse for so long. So we're going to work on this and get this done for now. On these top pivots here, where this arm mounts, there's a bushing that goes in there. Right there's the bushing. They're not too bad. They're not really that worn. There's a grease groove in there, and we need to keep good grease in there, which we have done a pretty good job of. Most of them, well, these have seals on them. The one down here, right here, doesn't have any seals, but this one does, and it helps keep the dirt out really well. Problem is, on these two rows, for whatever reason, the seals were boogered up pretty good, and so that's what we've been waiting on, was the new ones to come. We gotta go ahead and get that kind of tapped in there without damaging it, and then we can finish reassembling here. Okay, I suppose I should clean that up a little bit. Where'd my rag go? Right, there's one. Clean this off and slide it back in there. In my opinion, the seals are much more about keeping the dirt out. Oh, come on. There we go. Than keeping the grease in. There. All right, now our arm can go back on. That one. Yeah. Maybe you'll see something from there. Maybe not. Start with that. There we go. The washer being puckered like that. Fingers out of the way. Probably isn't going to happen. I think we have some new ones of these. I'm going to go get them. Oh, wait. Look, a new one. How about that? Excellent. Next up, we got to get this bolt back in, or these springs. Like that. Go get the other end back. Okay. Blade's good, boot's good, arm's good, gauge wheel on. we go. Now we do the other one. All right, well, last step here is to finish greasing. So we cleaned a lot of the grease out of here, all of the grease out of there, and we got to grease this bearing. All right, now it's greased. I think we're good. I don't really feel like taking this out of here today because it's cold and icy and windy and just not fun to be outside. So we're not going to do that. But we can get it folded up, and then we'll work on our lights a little bit. Ooh, Brock did get our cab cleaned up halfway decent. Cool. All right, let's see. This one here. Okay. Oop. All right. Now tomorrow, we'll get this out of here, and then we'll have plenty of room to work on our tractor. All right, let's change out this bracket on our light here that I broke. What was that, 2 days ago when I called them? Let's see, today's Thursday. Was it Tuesday? Or Monday? It was Monday. Still, for them to be here already, that's pretty good. There's that one. Hopefully we don't break it this time. What I figured out when I did the second one of these was that if we heat these tabs up a little bit, it makes them more flexible. And then they don't break, so we'll make sure to heat that one up before we install it. Now, this one be a little more difficult because that's got the nuts on the outside, so we got to pull this cover off. So we're going to start with those two screws and see what happens from there. Yep, that lets me get to the Phillips head screws on the inside of this.
Yeah. What is this?
We got it. We got it fixed. What is what?
Come on.
That's a Torx driver.
Grayson, we gotta go back and do it.
Do what?
Slide.
Let me see.
Daddy, we went down where the diesel thing was and there's a lot of ice.
I bet there is.
I fell. Yeah.
Hey, your eye looks better.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you have coats on?
Yes, I don't have coats.
You're gonna freeze.
No, you are. Bye.
Let's see what they're doing. It's not warmed up enough to melt the ice here today. Oh, of course. Step right in the mud puddles. Oh, children's. It's good for them, right? It's good for them. Yeah, just keep telling yourself that. They'll be fine. All right, so I got this light ready to go. We got the rubber grommet piece off of the old one that we need. And I pulled these two pins, well, that one and that short one. Those are what the heads snap into these plastic clips here. So we're taking a heat gun, putting some heat into those so that they're a little more flexible, trying to keep from breaking them. That should work. Fingers crossed. All right, we got some heat into that. Oh yeah. Nice. These, on this light, are all 3D printed. Even the old one that broke, now that I look at it, you can tell these were made on a 3D printer, where this one is molded. Well, that one is in. We're going to have to turn this screw in quite a bit to aim it, I think. But that one's turned from the outside. All of these, well, 3 of them, I guess, you can adjust from the outside, plus these lower ones. So we got these 2 up here to change yet. I'll go ahead and take them out. This one should just come off of that. Yeah. Oh, we got to get these tabs off of that rubber grommet. Oh, all right. We got the big one in there. Last one goes in the corner. This one's easy. It's just 3 screws. There's no adjustment on it. It just fits. Oh, gotta plug it in. I was gonna say there, all the lights are done, but I gotta plug it in. Time to test. All right, tell me if you guys see it. Tell me if you see it. Lights, 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 light, light, light. I don't know if you can see it. There's something different about that one. I forgot to take the film off of it. Dang it. We're just going to leave it for right now, but we're going to have to get that off of there. Okay, let's see if this tractor will start. I had a feeling that would be the case. Okay, well, the battery's already dead. We make it a little deader. Turn our lights on. Is that all of them? Got the light bright? Yep, okay. All right, let's go around and look. Oops, sorry. Don't put your fingers in front of it. Okay. That one's not on anyway. What did I do wrong? Did I not plug it? Oh, it's probably plugged in backwards. Okay, that's a quick fix. Let me do it right now. Yep, that was a quick fix. That one's easy. Okay. They're all on. Our flashers work. Oh man, they're so bright. So freaking bright. It looks good. Everything is good except for our flashers up there. They kind of look amber in the video. They're not. The ones on the arms are amber. The difference is like they're a warm white instead of a cool white, but they are definitely not amber. They're bright, aren't they?
What is that? What is that big metal thing? There's a lot of metal in the front.
Yeah, those ones on the top, they're like a warm white. They're definitely not amber. So they're gonna fix us up with those when they get them. But they said it might take a while to get them, and it is what it is. We might have to throw our old ones back in because we can't go down the road with those like that. I mean, we can, but we shouldn't. So that's what we got. The lights are done on that tractor. Cool, 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 cool. A little bit to clean up here. We got a bunch of boxes and stuff back there to clean up. The boys are using magnets to clean up the metal filings over here. And we're going to clean up our bench a little bit, and then we're going home. All right, guys, tomorrow we've got to go to Berkey to show off a grain bin, so we're going to go and do that late morning. Brock will be here. He'll get here while I am gone, so hopefully we'll get the not hopefully, we will get the anhydrous applicator out of here. We'll start working on the tractor. What we're going to do to the tractor, I don't know just yet. We might do some service work. We've got to change fuel filters, air filters, cab filters, all that kind of stuff yet. And then we've got all the hydraulic systems. We're going to do all that service work too. So could start working on that tomorrow, or we could wash and clean and start getting it cleaned up a little bit better and then worry about the service work. But that's tomorrow's plan. So have a great night. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I will see you guys in the morning.